Hello, viewers. My name is Legend Ephraim, and today with me is
Godman Isaac Doe.
This is the God Talks podcast, and today we want to highlight on why many people fail in life. Man of God, one of the most desirable things in life for every man is to succeed in the things we do.
That's true.
So today we would want to share some views and highlight on some things why many people fail in life and possibly provide some solutions as well.
All right. So from my end, I'll start by making a very strong statement that many people fail because they don't know that failure is the mother of success. Yeah, failure always gives birth to success. The more you fail, the more you succeed.
Wait, you said failure is the mother of success. Please expound on that.
Yeah, so the more you fail, the more you succeed.
Hey.
Mostly we see failure as something negative that when you fail, it means it has come to an end.
Okay.
But failure is not the end of anything. Failure is actually your class to perfect it next time.
Oh, okay.
So when you fail, it is just a teacher. Failure is a teacher teaching you how to do it well tomorrow.
Oh.
So if today's failure stops you today or stops you tomorrow, it means you are not going to have any success at all. So we allow failure to scare us from making progress and becoming successful. Failure is the mother of success.
Wow.
If you have this in mind, you will definitely succeed.
Wow, that is a very strong point from you.
Sure.
I don't know what our viewers would have to say about that, but it's very strong and based on what you have said, also very deep.
Yeah.
I would say failure. I would say failure is just a disappointed expectation.
That's right.
Yeah, let's say you have an expectation and you make a move for that, yet you don't see that result you wanted out of the move you made. So many people consider that to be failure. Yeah, because they attempted something hoping for something else and they didn't get it, so they failed in their attempt to get whatever they wanted. And that is normal. I believe it's normal in life to sometimes make a move and not get what you want because life is full of challenges.
Sure.
And sometimes the effort we make may not necessarily correspond to the effects that the effort made requires to achieve whatever we need to receive.
Sure.
So failure is normal but sometimes painful, or let's say all the time painful based on the heart that is receiving it. Yes, so that is what I would say about failure. I came across a quote and I'll need us to look at it. It says, the biggest risk is not taking any risk.
Wow.
That is the quote. It says the biggest risk is not taking any risk. You know, there are many people out there who are afraid of taking risk because sometimes they think they will not succeed in making the right step in taking the risk, or they will fail. Do you agree to this? That
yes, I strongly agree to it. You know, mostly this is we have a way we handle certain words. Like we said failure, when people look at failure, they see the end of a thing. And when people hear risk, they see something dangerous. It's like a demon is coming to attack them. But you see, risk is not like a situation that is stopping you. It is a probability of an occurrence. So we are planning, we have come to the place of decision, and we are seeing a probability of something happening in the future. So if we are looking at the risk ahead of time and we stop doing it, what if we do it and we don't meet the risk?
That one too is another
So
outcome.
If the quote said what again?
It says the biggest risk is not taking any risk.
Yes, so if you fear the risk you have to take in the future and stop what you are to do, it means you have feared risk and you have not taken risk. So we take risk and the same risk is what will make you succeed. In fact, there are those words some people use to scare us, and we scare ourselves with it, are actually words that must really teach us to, because risk is better than regret.
Okay.
It's better to take a risk than to regret it one day. So instead of not making a move, make a move. And if nothing happen, you succeed. If something happen, you find a way to overcome. In fact, when it comes to decision making, we don't just make decisions without expecting challenges.
Okay. Because
life is full of challenges, and anything at all you are embarking on in life, there are challenges that will come with it.
Definitely.
So in making decisions, one of the things we must also analyze in decision making is the challenges that will come. And you must be ready for it. People don't prepare for challenges. When you are preparing for success, also prepare for challenge.
Very necessary.
Yes.
When you are preparing for success, make sure you make room for challenges.
Yes, because it will come. So if you are prepared for success and you are prepared for challenges, when in your journey of success, challenges come, you know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Yet if you don't prepare for it, when it comes, it will stop you. But there is a scripture I love so much. It says the end of a thing is better than its beginning.
Yeah.
So where you are starting is good. It is needed, but it is the end that is better. So if something stops you between the beginning and the end, if something stops you there, it means you have not been successful and you have allowed yourself for things to come against you. Prepare for it by taking risk, and preparation is risk because you don't know what is there.
Yeah.
So you prepare for everything.
Yeah. So can we say success is a challenge overcome?
Yeah. When you overcome challenge,
that is success. So when you are not overcoming your challenges,
you are not succeeding.
You are not being successful, or you are not succeeding. And to be successful, that means you should always look for challenges to overcome. Wow. He says, there's a scripture that says that little children, you have overcome the world, because he that is in you is greater than he that is in the world. Wow, that's so powerful.
And he that is in you didn't overcome the world by sitting down. He overcame the world by challenging the challenge in the world.
Okay.
So that was Jesus. We are talking about Jesus. Yeah. There was sin in the world. The children of God, or humanity, have been captured into the kingdom of darkness. And Jesus looked at that challenge and he came down to solve it. Yeah. So he says that this is the lamp of God that takes away the sin of the world. So he came to take the challenge away. And Bible says we have been translated from the kingdom of darkness into the kingdom of light. So he came to deal with the challenge of life, and that is what makes him an overcomer, which we are benefiting today. So if you are with Christ, then you should also learn how to bring solutions into challenges. You should learn how to. I love a statement. It says God commanded light not into darkness but out of darkness. Yeah. So God saw darkness and he saw the opportunity to command light out of it. Why do you see darkness and you can't see the light you have to command out of it?
That's very deep.
Yes. So when you see darkness, when you see a challenge, your solution is in the challenge. The light is in the darkness. So you command it out of it.
Wow.
Yes.
So you said Jesus did not just sit to overcome the world, but he came down from heaven to the earth to overcome a challenge. He took upon himself a certain challenge.
Yeah.
He said, I have come that they may have life and have it more abundantly. So he came for that purpose, which means that we must be conscious of whatever success we are looking for.
That is it.
Yeah, you have to be conscious of the success you want to achieve so that you go in for its corresponding challenge. Imagine you want to be a billionaire and you are always sitting behind your DSTV watching Nickelodeon. Just imagine, how can you become a billionaire out of this? So in life, you must pick up your challenges based on what you want to become or succeed in, or how successful you want to become. Perhaps you want to be a cartoon character or something, so you would enjoy Nickelodeon and you become one. So, man of God, I believe what you are saying is very strong and powerful. And I would like us to conclude with this whole discussion. there is a story in the Bible. I always like the Bible stories. I think in Second Kings, somewhere in Second Kings, where there were there 4 lepers.
Yeah, 4 lepers. Yeah.
They were in a certain situation where they had to make a move, and they realized wherever they found themselves, they are likely to die. At a point, they were to starve to die, or it's either they move forward and find something to eat and survive, or even as they move forward, they encounter soldiers who would kill them. And you are aware of this story, right?
Yeah,
and
I'm familiar with it.
You are very familiar with it. Based on this story, I got to understand that they decided to move anyways. And to their surprise, when they got to where they are going to, the army they were expecting to meet were not there. The army was not there, and they had enough to eat and some for their families back behind them. The family, the relatives, the soldiers who were afraid to make a move with them now had much to eat because these 4 lepers made a move forward in life. And that is taking risk. Imagine they decide not to move. What do you think?
You know, there is a part of that story that I love.
Okay.
He says, when they decided to move, when they were going, there was something they were afraid of. They were afraid of death.
Yeah.
That when they go, the people will kill them.
Yeah.
And even if they stay, they will end up dying. So let us go. So they came to the place of decision making.
Yeah.
You know, I always say that decision decides destiny. So your destiny can be hanging if you don't make a decision to make a move to make it manifest.
Okay.
So you have to come to the place where you make a decision to make sure that your destiny come into manifestation.
Very true.
Now, when they took that decision, they made a move. So you don't decide and sleep. When you decide, you start putting in action. In fact, intentional action.
Yes.
You have to be intentional about it. They made a move, and according to the story, when they got to the place, they thought something is there to kill them. When they got there, to their surprise, nobody was there. Nothing was there.
Yeah.
So you see, what they were afraid of does not even exist over there. That thing they were afraid of, thinking it will kill them, does not exist. So somebody is afraid to take a risk, but that thing you are afraid of does not exist up there.
According to that same story, I realized something, that when they made the move, the soldiers, the armies that were waiting to attack the city, they heard the footstep of an army approaching, and they also flee.
It says, and the Lord went ahead of them. The Lord made their footsteps to be like that of a mighty army.
Yeah, they decided to flee because they were expecting an army, which means that which you are afraid of is also afraid of you.
It's also afraid of you.
So in life, fear is something we shouldn't entertain.
Never.
I believe that is why God said He has not given us the spirit of fear.
God is saying that because there is a statement I heard the last time. It says fear stops faith. So whenever it's like fear is the full stop to faith.
Okay.
Whenever fear set in, faith stop working. So when the absence of fear is what makes faith very active. When they took away their fears, they were able to make a move. They now had faith in what though they don't know the outcome, but they know that there is a probability that they will end up successfully. Yeah. So fear is something nobody should entertain. God has not given it to us. We shouldn't entertain it. When you entertain fear, it attracts things, unnecessary things in your life. Yes, and destroys you.
Very true. If you want to succeed in life, one of the things you should make sure you don't entertain is fear. And as the man of God has rightly said, let us not entertain fear, because God has not given us the spirit of fear. And let us also not forget that what you are afraid of could also be afraid of you. So you fear me, I fear you. We are all afraid. So who is going to overcome the other? That is why you must overcome the world. This has been God Talks podcast. My name is Legend Ephraim, and with me,
Godman Isaac Doe.
God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, like, and we love you so much. Would always want to come your way, so make sure you subscribe hit the post notification to receive fresh and updated content from us. God bless you.